was born with.
Me too. 9 pounds, 13 ounces.
Wow, 9 pounds, 8 ounces. Little mama was a bigger baby than me. That's crazy.
And guess what?
What?
It all went up here. I'm telling you. Let me tell you. They said this is what they told me.
What
I don't know. I don't really remember. They say that my head was 8 pounds and my body was 113.
You know what? That's a mess.
That was crazy, but I believed them because my mother said she was kind of like it was. I don't know. Now seriously though.
Yeah.
My mother was like, yo, you was so fat. Like, you was like a cabbage patch. She said your cheeks was out to here. And when it actually went down, she said when you actually opened up your eyes was gray. She was like, this ain't my baby.
Oh, Lord.
Looked like a little white, fat baby. But
that is crazy. Anyway, we're here at Little Mama, inside Little Mama's house.
Yep.
Yes, indeed. I am Taz Daddy. Yes.
Live and direct from the living room.
And I'm a Scorpio.
And I'm a Libra.
There it is. What's going on with you?
I'm chilling, man.
You good?
Yeah.
Had me worried. My brother's showing, and the next thing I know, I see you crying, and I'm just like, yo, I know what it means to lose a parent, and I was just like,
yeah.
You know, but sometimes you just get so passionate that, you know, you start to...
One thing about me that I can honestly say truly is that I'm very official.
Mm-hmm.
So if it's coming up, I'm not going to hold it back. I'm a woman, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm very aware
Mm-hmm.
of who I am and what I possess and all of that great stuff. So it's just like, if you're a woman, you better cry, girl. You gonna be holding that back and all that big lump gonna be in your chest, your throat. But you know, so that's just that. So it's like I can't. I'm not ever gonna justify my tears or my emotions because that's just who I am. But you know, my mother was such a beautiful woman that it makes me very emotional that she's not here in the physical. You know, I always feel her spirit around me, and I always feel her protection, and I can always hear her voice as a reminder of the things that I need to do. When I'm in situations, you know, you hear those like key points that deal with that particular, you know, topic, and it's just like it's a blessing to have her spirit there, but you know, not to be able to see her and feel her, kiss her, and hug her. Yeah. That touches me.
Yeah, my mom is still with me, but I lost my father to Alzheimer's. Yeah, and it really took me out because for me to be so young, my parents had me so old. You know, my father was 41 when I was born, and so I didn't have all of those types of normal father-son moments.
I know what you mean.
Play with me on the swing and this, that, and the other. You know, I do performances, and they be like, "Oh, your grandfather's here." I'm like, "My grandfather." Because you know he had you know what I'm saying. That kind of thing, like I feel kind of robbed. So like when I saw your tears, I was like, she's just missing her parent, and it's something that like if you haven't gone through it, you don't really understand. But moving on, the thing that really bothers me when it comes to you is that everybody always wants to hang a question over your head. You know, why'd she jump up on the VMA? It's like, that whole VMA show was crazy because everybody was just doing whatever the hell they wanted to do.
That
it's like, I'm going to let you finish.
But check this out.
But, like, do you feel like in some ways that moment has hindered your music career?
No, not at all. I haven't put out, like, new music even before that. That was in 2009. Right. So my album dropped in 2008. Right. Early April. So I mean, we get April 4/29. Yeah, April. So I feel like you're responsible for your career because if God wants you to do something, nobody can stop you. It doesn't matter who they are. Can't stop you. And I feel that, you know, from 2008 April to 2009 September, it should have been music put out. It should have been some type of, you know, I'm still in this. I'm still doing my thing, whether I'm putting out a, you know, freestyle video, dancing, rapping, whatever. You need that type of stuff because the fans want to hear from you. And to be honest, all over the internet, people were just like, what's good, what's up, we putting out some new music, where's Little Mama, what's going on? After a while, it was just like, okay, maybe she don't want to do it anymore. I can't force her, you know? And, you know, for my mom to pass away in December 2007, then to put out an album 4/29, that was like a few months, maybe like 6 months, maybe 6 or 5, something like that. Boom, it happened like bang, bang, and then this whole period I went through a time of gathering who I was and who I'm becoming and just bringing it all together. I don't think I was in the mood to make music because I was trying to figure out things. I was like in shock, and you know, 2010. Still working on ABDC, still doing television. I went back into television, but I think something wasn't right. Not like crazy, but more like trying to figure things out.
But your energy changes, like, and people don't understand it. And I'm going to take it to another level. I know nobody's really pointed out. The two people who wilded out on that thing both lost their mothers within, a year of that incident. And, I had asked some people.
That's interesting. Not nobody. I don't think anybody's ever put it that way.
Because it's a different type of thing. But I asked people who, I won't say their names, but you and I both know these people. Like, what's up with Kanye? As far as like, why the hell would he do this? Like, it just doesn't make any sense. And one of his closest friends to me said, Taz, he's still mourning his mother. And he hasn't come to terms with it. And because he hasn't come to terms with it, he's just lashing out, and he hasn't been able to rein himself in because he can't understand something that he had no control over.
Right.
And it's just such a weird thing. What is with you and this Nikki thing? It's like sometimes I hear that you feel like she's imitating you. Other times I hear that it's not really that. It's just like there's always going to be comparisons. Do you feel like somehow Nikki jacked your style, or Nikki came in when you left the door open because of whatever reason you were going through a period where you couldn't make music?
Right. Definitely, it's obvious that she came in at a period when I fell back. I feel like Nikki has taken a lot of people's styles. It's a collaboration of different people, and it's okay. It's okay to be inspired by different people and different artists, because whatever you do, you have to be the best. So by her being inspired a little bit here, a little bit there, a little bit here, a little bit there, and to answer your question, yes, of course I'm included within that. You have to be honest. The female MC that was hot before this moment, now, this year and this moment, was me. And you know what I mean? It's like, and then when I was around, it was like, wow, it's been a minute. What's up? You know what I mean? So, and before that, we've had others that come before me. And of course, I pay homage to the female MCs that have come before my time. And appreciate them because they've opened the door. One of my greatest inspirations being MC Light, who is not only an inspiration to me, but she's my mentor, and she's also the first MC to ever put out an album. The first female MC to ever put out an LP, and so that's just like, it's just universal. But when you talk about this situation, I see it as, you don't have to compare and contrast, because at the end of the day, my talent speaks for itself, and what I do speaks for itself. So it's sort of like, allow me to just get this opportunity to push the music out and to push my visuals and to push what I'm doing right now, and let the people see and decide what they want to do and what they're into. But, I don't think that woman is thinking about me, and I'm definitely not thinking about her. Every day is a grind to making my career grow,
Now, do you think that a part of what fuels that whole situation, as far as she's concerned, is that she is basically the first lady of the hottest label out right now? Because you don't really have that. Like, you don't have an affiliation. I don't really see you with a clique of dudes. Yeah,
I came out pretty much just like Lil Mama. It wasn't like Jay-Z brings out Lil Mama or, anything like that. And I think that, as far as hip-hop and thinking about the history of hip-hop, it is the way the formula works when you have a male figure in front of you. And to be honest with you, I don't have anything against having a male MC bringing you to the forefront, because you had Milk is chilling, brought light, and you had Biggie, you have Jay, Biggie brought Kim, Jay brought Foxy,
Ice Cube brought Yo-Yo,
Ice Cube brought Yo-Yo, and then now Wayne bringing Nikki, and there's a whole bunch of other female MCs that I'm probably missing that were brought by males, and if we work together in pairs, if not anything. So male and female will always dominate. We can't do anything alone, so. I definitely come on the scene, and it was just like Lil Mama, and the people received me well. I have a clique, familiar faces,
right?
And I've been with them forever. They pretty much built me to be ready for music and to be ready as an artist, because I already had the raw talent, but they molded me. And there's so many males on the label. You have For real. Like, when we started out, it was like Q45, Kadar, Casanova the Dar, and then we had Paula Perry. She's another female MC out of Brooklyn. She had her time. She had music out, extra. And I just feel like, I came from that unit. But it just so happened that when it was my time to shine, it was my time. And nobody else, came before me. It just happened to whereas that was my story. And I guess that's what makes it unique.
All right. With ABDC, does it ever get to be too much for you? Because sometimes you just have a look on your face, and maybe I'm reading too deep into it. You have this look on your face, so it's like, you're trying to find a way to say something nice, but you just saw a performance that was garbage. You're just like, yeah, so like when you look at the way like you did what you did, that was cool, but when you just tie it all together, and then like, yeah.
Sometimes. I ain't gonna front. Sometimes.
You don't be feeling
sometimes. Sometimes. No, I love ABDC. I love being on the show.
Yeah. You miss Shane Sparks?
Shane was my dude. Shane's cool. Shane was a cool dude, and he was a great judge because he was really into dance.
Right.
Like he would look at it and just like dissect. Like we would talk like before we start filming, and he's just like fun and crazy, chilling and laughing. But then when the show starts, Shane is like, he critiques, he knows what he's talking about because he does that stuff all the time, and it's just unfortunate, his situation, that he couldn't be with us right now.
But that's what it is. I would be remiss if I didn't ask you the $1 million question. How old are you?
I just was on Jones. You know what? And you know what? When men ask me that question, I always be like,
a man shouldn't ask. Yeah, there's always a pause. And see, that's what makes it so bad because it's like people look at a pause as if you're lying. Like right now, technically you're pausing because you still haven't answered the question.
No, actually I'm not pausing. I just answered the question on Josie. I'm 21, and yeah.
You have a driver's license?
Definitely have a driver's license.
Where is it?
In my car. Oh, you want to see it?
Yes, absolutely.
Oh
because
my God.
Here's the thing. I don't do, and this is the one thing people misunderstand about me a lot. I don't do shock jockery. Okay. I don't knock people who do. Some of my best friends are shock jocks, some of which you know. For me personally, I treat every interview like I'm sitting in a barbershop. And if people would say this stuff behind your back, I'm going to ask you as respectfully as I can to your face so that there's just no disputing it. And we can sit up here because I've heard Little Mama's 35, Little Mama's 42, Little Mama's 28, Little Mama's 26, Little Mama's 21. Don't make me answer that.
No, please.
I don't know. Like,
be honest. Like, honestly, look at me and tell me, like, if I was your little cousin.
See, in person, you look different. Like,
Yeah, they put a lot of makeup on me on TV.
So it's
my
like
father
heavy.
hates that.
Yo, I would give you 23, 24.
Really?
At the oldest. I don't think you look old.
That's older than I am.
Yeah, but I mean, at the end of the day, it's kind of like, I don't want to get all Donald Trump on you, but it's kind of like, let me see your birth certificate. Because that way, you'll never have to answer the question again. Because it's going to keep happening and happening. You got a record out with Snoop. Don't nobody want to talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Everybody want to know, how old is she? Why she do this? That's what people want to talk about. Right. And until the issue is floored, it's going to be...
It'll never be floored. So at the end of the day, issues will never be floored. People want to talk about that, and that's what makes my story so great.
Yeah, but you can't
come out of those things.
But you can't dispute a New York driver's license.
You can't.
That's all I'm saying.
I got you.
You got me?
I'm gonna show you.
We going to check out the driver's license, and I will post it so that you can see it. I'm going to blur.
You're not seeing my picture.
Stuff. You're not going to see.
You're not seeing my picture.
But I will verify that it's hers. Trust me. I know enough people in law enforcement to know a fake ID when I see one. So we're gonna get to the bottom of it. Now, the music situation.
Yeah.
You and Snoop?
Yeah.
Great record.
Yeah. Thank you.
You feeling good about it?
I'm feeling great. Snoop is a hard worker.
Yeah.
He made me have to step my game up.
Yeah.
Snoop will get a record done like this. He's like, what you want? Let me hear it on. And then, how you really feeling that? Oh, crazy. Oh, it's done. That's it. Snoop works like that.
Yeah. Did you smoke with him?
No, didn't smoke with Snoop.
Didn't smoke with Snoop?
Snoop smoked Dolies. You can't even hear his blunts. Nah, I didn't smoke with Snoop, seriously.
No, that's what it is. Are you in love?
Yes, I am.
Is he famous?
Who is he? Yes, music. Actually.
Blah! Little mama, listen, we all got needs, and you grown. You old enough to drink. You old enough to vote. You old enough to carry a weapon. You're telling me there's nobody special in your life. That's what you're telling me.
Of course.
Of course?
Yes.
You just going to not tell me?
Not tell you what?
You know what?
Listen.
Who is he? Is it serious?
No. No, we don't need to talk about this. It's not that serious.
It's not that serious?
Nah.
But you're in love, though.
Yeah.
Ain't that serious?
Yeah.
Yeah, so how's it not that serious?
I've been in love ever since the day I was born. Well, at least ever since I was about 8, 9 months, when I could comprehend people around me, like, oh, Daddy.
That's a different kind of thing. It's something different when somebody who is genetically tied to you versus somebody who just makes your liver quiver. Let's just say
yes, liver quiver. Say it again.
Make your liver quiver. You already know.
Liver quiverish. I love it.
Absolutely.
So, but yeah, are you in love?
Yes.
Are you?
Absolutely.
You look very happy.
I'm very happy.
You do. You look very happy.
I'm in love with the first girl I ever loved, and she's gonna be the last girl I ever loved.
Oh wow, that's beautiful.
Yeah, absolutely. Getting married.
Oh, that's beautiful.
So I'm happy.
How old are you?
How old do you think I
am?
See, it's my turn now. I see that, right? Okay, go.
I give you like 28.
Oh, you are so sweet. You lie like a rock. That's beautiful. I'm 33.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, that's nice. So you said you're gonna get married. See, men always trying to take their time to get married. Why he gonna get married to the first girl he ever loved at 33? Put her through all this stuff. How long y'all been in love?
Oh gosh. Forever.
How many years?
Years.
Since y'all was 17?
Probably, yeah.
33, he decides to get married.
I mean, you act like it's all me. Like, okay, see how she just flipped this whole. All right, fine, little mama. I don't have a problem. Here's what happened. I met her in college. I wasn't where I felt like I should be. You know what I mean? I had a lot of things going on. And she was doing her thing. We had different priorities. Life takes you in different directions. Yeah. I married the wrong woman.
You got married before.
Yeah, I did get married before. Dealt with all that. The depression, the homelessness, the loss of my father. The blackballing of my career, the resurgence of my career, getting myself together, and when God decides that something's right for you,
right?
It is what it is. God only has 3 answers: yes, no, and not now. And for that situation, it was a not now for me, and I had to mature, because the thing of it is, it's like, if you're training and that training hurts, if you're lifting weights and that weightlifting hurts, after a while, you begin to get stronger and your muscles develop and you understand what you go through. And sometimes the only way to understand what you're going through is to actually go through it. And so I had to prepare myself for her to be the man that would be able to be with her forever and be honest and be faithful and be loyal and be a provider. And you can't do that at 17.
Right.
So God knew what he was doing.
Absolutely.
So that's what it is. You love somebody, throw it away, it comes back.
Yeah,
it is.
That's beautiful.
Yes.
I think that your story, just not your actual story,
right.
but the outline,
we
kind of have similar stories.
Right.
And I can say we as a community, more so than just me and you, because you have to go through the pressure. They say you got to go through the storm to get to the...
Yeah.
You got to go through the... Yeah, you just got to go through the storm to get to the light. After it rains, the sun shines. Beautifully, especially in the spring.
And it smells good.
It smells so good.
It's so cool.
Especially in the spring.
We sound like the people say, it's really good times.
Or it's like Carl Thomas say, summer rain. If it's summer rain, then the flowers is already out. Oh, so...
Yo, man. Have you heard the new Carl Thomas?
No, I haven't.
Crazy.
I love Carl Thomas.
Yo, I saw Carl Thomas in the barbershop on La Brea.
Oh, really?
Yeah, a few years ago. And I was like, yo, man, you look just like Carl Thomas. He said, I am Carl Thomas. I said, why is Carl Thomas in the barbershop? He's like...
Well, he got a cut.
I'm saying though, like,
he got the wave.
You don't expect to see Carl Thomas white linens in the barber hair,
I know what you mean.
So he was like, I'm coming. I'm like, okay. And then sure enough, a couple years later, here he is.
All right, there it is. There you have it. Carl Thomas in the barbershop. Little Mama's in Love.
Yes.
We're going to keep it going. Love new music.
Yes, new music.
New York, LA featuring Snoop Dogg. You guys, y'all have to support it. Support the record. We're going to do a video for that probably like in the next couple of months.
Last question.
Yeah.
So, because I'm asking everybody now.
Okay.
What's your stance on the N-word?
My stance?
Your stance.
I don't know. I mean, the N-word, I actually use it not often. And I'm actually embarrassed to use it in certain places because it's just embarrassing to use it in certain places. And I try to cut down on any curse words, especially like when you're in the public, because it's I don't know. I mean, to be honest though, like from a real raw standpoint, I feel like that's a way that we communicate with each other as black people. That's a way that we communicate with each other without even knowing that we could be offending each other or embarrassing ourselves in front of other people when we're in the public. It's something that we use to communicate with each other, like, it's a bond. It's that has become our word to bond because it's been used against us for so long. And our ancestors have struggled, you know, and you know, overcame. I feel like black people are so interesting because it's like we overcame something that was used to discourage us, and we use it as a form of love. Yeah.
Now, do you think that it gives license for people of other races to use it so freely?
Maybe, but I can actually say that it's like I just said. It went from a form of disrespect to a very, very, very passionate word. Like a person be like, my nigga, are you my nigga? Like, you don't say that about all of your friends. You don't say that about everybody you meet. You're going to say that about a person that you're really tight with. Word. So that's why, like, it's crazy because it's become a word of passion. You know what I mean?
That's true. I mean, it's a different thing, and I tell people all the time, because my parents were in the civil rights movement. My father, you know, protected Dr. King. Not on that day. And, you know, my mother did the marches and this, that, and the other. And until I grew up, you know, I really didn't understand how much severity came behind that word. For me, I don't want anybody to use it, but it's America. You can do what you want. You know?
But I've heard it in a very negative form, like, you know, just like kids on the block talking to each other, like, F out of here, and like, what you doing? No, you know, in a way where when you scream it out, like I said, it can be embarrassing at sometimes because it's like, why are you using it so freely to discourage one another or to be just like screaming it out, and it sounds so ignorant. You know what I mean? And it is a very ignorant word to use because it actually means ignorance. And if the person that you're talking to is not ignorant, maybe you shouldn't really use it. But it's like, it's one of those things where you be like, you know what I mean? You know, so.
That's what it is. Little Mama, you've been awesome. I really appreciate it. Thank you. To me, you don't look like Bow Wow.
I think so. We met, and he was like, you hear what they say? He said, yo, you heard what they be saying about how we look alike? I was mad at the time, so I was like, yeah. He was like, what's wrong with her? But then I got a chance to kick it with him a little bit that day, and we just kicked it. And he really reminds me of my family, my brothers, my first cousins, the boys in my family. He looks like them. So, yeah, we actually do look alike. Let me do it where I'm doing.
Yo, that's crazy.
You crazy. We look alike. We really do.
Damn, I guess so. You just
especially with this back, like the bone structure.
Yo, that's crazy.
Just alike. We a mess.
Yo, it's crazy.
We a mess with the looking alike. So, yeah, that's my boy. Love him. So smart. He's so smart.
Yeah,
that boy went from music to movies, and he was serious about it. He's like, I'm going to make that transition, and I'm going to be respected. And whenever you see him on the big screen, you forget that you're watching Bow Wow, and you respect him for the character that he becomes because he gets into it. Gotta respect that man.
That's what it is. All right, me and Lil Mama going to do the Kid and Play Kickstack. I'm off camera, so we're going to holler at y'all. Make sure you get that record. This is
New York, LA, featuring Snoop.
You already know.
It's going to be spinning, though. He's going to be spinning it. Jonesy gonna be spending it. Cosmic Cab gonna be spending it. Diamond Cuts. Everybody. So at the end of the day, y'all already know you're gonna be hearing it. But then just in case you ain't listening to the radio that day, okay, get online. Check it out. Support the record.
That's what it is. Thank you so much.
Most definitely.